Continuing our ongoing series to look at all the Allied countries sending troops to the Baltics, let's turn our attention to Italian forces stationed in Latvia. Italy was one of the first nations to contribute troops to the NATO Enhanced Forward Presence battle groups in the Baltics, and it has been consistently doing this since the mission began in 2017. For the Italians, the land force deployment to the Baltics goes by the name Operation Baltic Guardian. For Italy, this mission began in May 2017 with a commitment to provide 140 soldiers to the NATO multinational battle group in Latvia. Over the years, the commitment was increased gradually, up to 260 and then to around 300. Based on reporting from the website jointforces.com, we know that the Italian Combat Company Group was drawn primarily from the 9th Infantry Regiment in late 2017. The 9th Bari Infantry Regiment, or Novograde Reggimento Fanteria, is part of the Pinerolo Mechanized Brigade and is based at Trani. This saw mechanized infantry equipped with Freccia 8x8 armored infantry fighting vehicles, along with a small number of 4x4 Lince light armored vehicles. The latter were also fielded for command and liaison and ambulance duties. In 2018, it was noted that Italian soldiers came from the 5th Alpine Regiment based at Vipiteno. Attached were assets from the 2nd Alpine Signal Regiment and Giulia Alpine Brigade. That same year also had soldiers from Italy's 7th Bersaglieri Regiment. In 2019, it was reported that the Italian Army's first deployment of Ariete main battle tanks to Latvia had taken place. Troops from the 11th Bersaglieri Regiment, or 11 Gradi Reggimento Bersaglieri, and 4th Tank Regiment, 4 Gradi Reggimento Cari, were mentioned as being deployed that year. The video you see here shows Canadian, Slovakian, and Spanish soldiers being trained by Italian Alpini troops. The training covered urban operations and the hazards of urban environments. Other units mentioned include the 5th Novara Lancers Regiment, 17th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment Sforzeska, the 121st Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment Ravenna, and the 7th Cremona NBC Defense Regiment. Other equipment deployed over the years include the BV-206 all-terrain carrier, the Centauro fire support vehicle, and the Dardo infantry fighting vehicle. We won't list all the units deployed, but hopefully it's clear that Italy's main contribution over the years has been a mechanized infantry company and/or combined arms tactical subgroup. In 2023, it was announced that the Italian Parliament had decided to expand its contribution to the NATO multinational mission in Latvia by 120 more troops later that year. The Italian government's decision means that 370 Italian soldiers are assigned to the mission in the Baltic country. Obviously, this move is part of the larger plan to scale up the multinational battle group to a brigade. With 370 troops, it looks like the Italians have committed to providing a mechanized infantry battalion. One amusing point of interest is that Italian land forces in Latvia apparently have their own pizza oven. This was pointed out by Latvian Minister of Defense at the time, Artis Pabriks. A 2021 post by the Latvian Mechanized Brigade added that the Italian contingent also conducted pizza baking training for the Latvian Brigade soldiers to be able to prepare traditional Italian pizzas in their free time. Outside of the NATO multinational units, or forward land forces, we more recently saw an Italian air defense unit deployed to Lithuania as part of the developing rotational air defense model. In January 2025, the country sent its SAMP-T long-range ground-based air defense system to Lithuania for a 10-day exercise. Now, 10 days is obviously not much of a deployment, but Lithuania and the other Baltic states hope to build a rotational air defense model that'll see countries and their systems stationed in the Baltics for longer periods of time. With this in mind, it was in June 2025 that Italy and Estonia jointly announced that Italian SAMP-T systems would be going to Estonia in autumn 2025, although the length of time was not disclosed. It was noted that Italy's SAMP-T deployment to Estonia would overlap with the deployment of Italian fighter jets to the Baltic Air Police mission in the country, which is a perfect segue to the last part of our video. Indeed, to date, Italy has participated in 9 Baltic air police rotations. The Italian Air Force has sent its Eurofighter Typhoons 7 times and its newer F-35s twice so far. And so that's your brief introduction to the Italian military presence across the Baltics. Have you seen any Italian military equipment for yourself? Let us know by leaving a comment.